Have you ever been on the receiving end of silence? It's a powerful force. 1 minute you're connected, the next there's just nothing. The space between you and the other person suddenly feels vast and cold. It's in that space that our minds start to spin stories. We tell ourselves we've done something wrong. We tell ourselves we're not important enough for a reply. We tell ourselves they are punishing us, ignoring us, shutting us down. That story where we are the villain or the victim is a story of pain. It breeds resentment, shame, a deep loneliness, making us question our worth. This narrative of being intentionally ignored is one of the most corrosive we create. It assumes the worst intent. It positions the other person as callous and us as unworthy. But what if we are telling ourselves the wrong story? What if the silence isn't about us at all? Hold that idea for a minute. Sometimes silence isn't avoidance, it's emotional regulation. This shift doesn't excuse hurtful behavior, but it opens space for curiosity and compassion, for both ourselves and the person who has gone quiet. It invites curiosity about what's really happening in that quiet space. Reframing silence as possible self-care changes the dynamic. It's no longer an attack, it's a retreat. It's not a weapon, it's a shield. The silence can still sting. It can feel lonely and confusing. So, why do people retreat into silence? It's rarely as simple as not caring. More often, it's a sign they care so much they're afraid of getting it wrong. The first reason is emotional overwhelm. Imagine your brain is a browser with too many tabs open, notifications dinging, videos autoplaying, alerts flashing. It's chaos. Strong emotions like anger, grief, and intense joy. Silence becomes a way to close some of those tabs, a desperate attempt to find a moment of peace, to let the nervous system settle before it short circuits. It's not about shutting you out, it's about not falling apart. Second is searching for the right words. In tense moments, the pressure to say the perfect thing can be paralyzing. They're looking for words that are honest and kind. They may replay your words to fully understand before speaking. This silence is a sign of respect, a thoughtful pause, not an empty one. The third reason, the most vulnerable, is being flooded with shame or fear. When insecurity is touched, our fight, flight, or freeze kicks in. For many, the response is to freeze. Talking feels dangerous. Like a minefield where any word could trigger judgment or rejection, silence becomes a sanctuary. A shield for a fragile part of themselves is less about you, more about protection. Understanding asks us to trust an inner world we cannot see. Their behavior isn't always a measure of their care for us. It often reflects internal capacity, history, and effort. Quiet doesn't always mean a wall. They might be building a raft to survive an internal flood, finding footing before helping you on board. It's crucial to acknowledge not all silence is equal. Silent treatment is controlled, a weapon to punish. Regulatory silence is a tool to process. How do we tell the difference? Sign 1. They re-engage later with warmth. They circle back. Hey, sorry, I was quiet. Can we talk? Another sign. They stay present and engaged non-verbally. They don't turn their back on you. They might hold your hand. They might make eye contact. Or simply sit in the same room. I'm still here. I just can't talk right now. Third sign. They name the need for space and offer a plan to reconnect. Gold standard of regulation. I'm overwhelmed and don't want to say something I'll regret. Can we sit down at 7 p.m.? Responsible, not avoidant. They own their state, honor limits, and set clear expectations. How to respond. First, offer a gentle affirmation. I'm here when you're ready. Second, use I statements. I feel a little lonely when it's quiet. Are we okay? Third, Ask for what you need. Please tell me if you need space or a time to talk. These keep the connection alive without pressure. When we see silence as regulation, we stop taking it as attack. This shift changes us too. It gives us permission to breathe. Instead of reacting from hurt and fear, pause. Care for yourself while you wait. Not replaying the conversation endlessly. Go for a walk, call a trusted friend, do something that grounds you. Refuse to let silence dictate your state. Model regulation. This isn't being a doormat. There's a difference between occasional processing and chronic control. Healthy relationships communicate. If silence becomes a pattern, have the braver conversation about boundaries and needs. True compassion includes compassion for ourselves. Recognize when a pattern is harmful. Generosity should not cost your well-being. In sound relationships, silence is a temporary pause, the hum of a system finding the equilibrium. Offer grace and build trust. Create safety to fall apart a little without the whole structure collapsing. This is resilience, weathering life storms together, where both people feel seen and respected. Build a bridge across the silence, not a wall. Dare to assume the best. Respond with kindness instead of fear. Have the hard conversations when needed. Remember, a retreat into silence is often gathering strength to meet you with the love and respect you deserve. The space they take helps them come back whole. So hold the space, trust the process, and know that true connection is often forged in the quiet of understanding. Invite pausing before you reacting. Before filling silence with assumptions or anger, just pause. Ask, what if this isn't personal? What if they're managing an overwhelming internal storm? Choose courage and connection. Choose empathy over fear. It works.